Hi, everyone. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell.
We're also on Instagram at TWiN, and you can also find us on
Rated X.
You've been waiting to do that one.
No, I just thought of it.
Oh, okay. Tomorrow morning, Meghan and Harry will be with Jane Pauley on CBS this morning, Sunday morning. I don't know what it's called.
Wake up, CBS.
Yes. And Stephanie and I will be up bright and early. We will not be on our channel. We will be live streaming it with Andy over at Popcorn Palace. So you guys are going to want to go to that link. I will put it up on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. So you guys know the link to go to. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to watch this thing live together.
It will be at 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, and that's 2 o'clock p.m. for everybody in the UK. GMT.
Greenwich Means Time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And then afterwards, of course, Stephanie and I will be doing our live later, going over all the highlights. And oh, I just can't wait. It's going to be so delicious. Their whole concern now is online safety for children. They're using their kids. They're using your kids. You know, that's all they care about.
They really care about the youth of America.
Yeah, they really do.
Really give a flying leap.
Exactly. But I read 80 pages of this report last night, so you don't have to. So we're going to kind of go over the cliff notes of what this is all about. You guys, this is the biggest scam I have ever seen in my life. And this is what their Archwell is spending their money on. They are not giving to like actual needy causes. They are giving their money so we can just have censorship.
They're giving their money back to themselves.
Yeah.
They're lining their own pockets.
And I just want to just say, for the record, okay, the whole narrative right now for Sussex Squad is that Meghan is literally getting bullied online as we speak because we are all questioning this interview and her motivation behind wanting to do this. Now, you can imagine how confused we are because all we want to know is, why did you go on Oprah? Why did you go on Netflix? Why did you say in print all these lies? You lied about your childhood, your dad. You lied about the royal family.
Your mom.
Omid Scobie lied for you. And it was all proven that you lied.
And I will say, I've never used the R word.
No. I'm still going to call it racism.
In the Oprah interview, you accuse members of your family of racism. You don't even...
Well, the British press said that.
And the specifics around her race?
Did Meghan ever mention that they were racist?
And if a member of his family will comfortably say, we've all had to deal with things that are rude. Rude and racist are not the same. Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
How dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Ooh.
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, not knowing what the gender would be, which would be different from protocol, and that he wasn't going to receive security.
This is about race.
Attacks on them were different because of race.
Because this was different, you know.
It's different because of the race.
That is racism.
Like, it's proof. There's proof out there. The Baka people. Why haven't we addressed African parks yet? How come none of this is getting addressed?
Why'd you ruin Invictus? Why?
Yeah.
What was the point?
Why is Invictus losing numbers? Why are they losing sponsors? Jane Pauley, you need to be asking questions like this.
Oh, no.
But according to Meghan, this is a form of bullying for her. This is not bullying. Do not let people gaslight you into thinking that we are bullying her online. Nobody's bullying Meghan Markle, okay, by calling out her hypocrisy. No one told her to go after the Queen. The Queen has passed away now. You can't take back what you did and said. So now we're here to be like, look, you owe them an apology, and once you apologize, we'll go away. Nobody wants to.
Yeah, just say I lied. I wanted money. I wanted like book deals. I wanted TV deals. I wanted my cooking show. Just say I lied about all that to get deals, and I'm sorry. It's not that hard to say you're sorry. So a lot of people say it every day. I've heard people say it.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton said he was sorry. Remember? And he
It
became
took
one
him a
of the
while,
most.
but yeah.
No, but I'm saying
No,
now
he
he's revered.
apologized.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, it's like everyone loves him now. I mean, not everybody, but
Yeah. This is the study that they are funding, that they are going to be talking about. I'm assuming this is what they're going to be talking about. Now, this is based in the UK. Why are Meghan and Harry even involved with anything to do with the UK? I'll tell you why. Because with narcissists, and I'm not a doctor, but with narcissists, when they get found out, they want to bury everything.
whitewash.
They want to whitewash everything about them because Meghan knows now that the UK is onto her. And she also knows that Americans are onto her. She knows that.
She's scared.
She's terrified. So this is what they are doing. It's called Drivers of Digital Discourse. How news media and social media drive online discourse and pathways for change. Now, something that is been in the American news lately is that think tank, that really conservative think tank, Heritage Foundation, and their insane thing, Project 2025, that even Donald Trump denounced. Okay. This is exactly what Demos is. It's a think tank, just like Heritage Foundation. So I'm just giving you an example of what it is, okay? A think tank is a bunch of people getting together and they're like, we need to create policy and we should be changing laws and stuff to do this, okay? So this is what they're doing. They want to create legislation and laws in order to change the face of how people express themselves.
Sounds like communism.
Well, you're going to love who started this group. Now, Demos would like you to think that they are neutral, even describe themselves as a cross-party think tank.
Are they Switzerland?
But the guy who started it, Martin Jacques, he was the founder of Marxism Today.
Uh-oh.
Do you know what Marxism is, Stephanie?
I don't want to know.
Marxism Today was the magazine of the Communist Party of Great Britain. Okay. So I just wanted you guys to know that is the founder of this organization that Harry and Meghan are funding. Okay. Marxism Today. I'm not going to explain what it is. You guys all know what Marxism is.
When I was a kid, I used to think it was like the Marx Brothers.
I know. I used to think it was a good thing.
I always thought it was a good thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, slow down.
Now tell me if this doesn't sound exactly like what Meghan is saying. The digital landscape is one of the strongest influencers of public opinion today. What we learn online can shape our beliefs, ideals, and actions. With misinformation on the rise, false and misleading narratives have the ability to compromise our digital information ecosystems and fuel debate that blurs the lines between news and opinion.
Okay. If you're talking facts, yes, it should be true.
Yes.
But people are entitled to their own opinion. I think that's what they're trying to take away from us. I agree. Yeah, dude, if I'm going around saying the sky's purple, well, I'm just a big fat liar.
Yes.
You know, that's not factual information. Am I maybe colorblind? And in my opinion, I can see purple, I can't see blue. That's a different story.
That's a really good point.
But what actually is happening is that Meghan and Harry just want to take away free speech.
And
they want to take my opinion away that I go, oh, well, sorry, I might be a little colorblind and I see purple.
Yeah. In this report that Archwell is funding, we examine cases of digital discourse found on top social media platforms from influential news organizations in the US and UK. Why are you guys focusing on the US and the UK? We set out 4 ideals of a healthy information environment and explore how digitalization and journalism are interacting to challenge these ideals, profiling 3 case studies that demonstrate where we're going in the wrong place. All content and editorial decisions were made exclusively by Demos throughout research and report development. The independent research was supported by the Archwell Foundation.
I'm starting to believe that she's wearing just beige as a type of uniform where it's like, you know how like people want you, like schmazzies wanted everybody to wear a certain type of thing,
Brown
look
shirts.
a certain way, brown shirts. I'm starting to think that that's what she is pushing, and that's terrifying to me.
Yeah, uniform.
It is. It's like a beige uniform where we all have to abide by, or we're just wrong. They're pushing this agenda for a reason.
They're giving money to this place.
They're not. They're
They
getting
just
money.
said it.
Yeah, they said it, and they're pathological liars. They're getting. You don't think they're getting a bounce back from
Well,
this?
I mean, they're giving money of people whoever donated that 2 million. Somebody, remember, they
See,
donated
it's hard
1
for
million.
you to explain.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard to explain. When I donate money, it should not take 5 chapters in a book to explain how I donated that money.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what you're trying to do. And it's, again, freaking me out, man.
Now, this is what freaks me out, is that they're involved in British politics, 30 years at the heart of British politics. Harry should not be, if Harry wants to keep his title as Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, then you should not be giving money or funding a project that is trying to create legislation within British politics. Wouldn't you say, Stephanie?
Well, the royals should not be political.
They're
And
not.
They never have been. See, now this type of stuff scares me. Doesn't this look like one of those pamphlets they used to send out in the 1940s in Germany? Like this kind of stuff. I don't know. I see a lot of this coming back.
These are like the ideal things that they would love in a perfect society.
Oh, God.
Access to information. But this is what they see as the challenge. Digitalization has disrupted the role of journalism as the gatekeeper of reliable information. Freedom of expression. Challenge to them, though, is digital ecosystems are enabling new freedoms of expression, but also new forms of suppression.
What?
They're the ones who want to suppress. Pluralism. I can't say that word.
Purim.
Digitalization encourages pluralism in theory, but in practice can bake in industry incumbency. Okay. Connected communities. But this is the challenge with connected communities. Information environment should help bridge social divides at the local level rather than deepen existing rifts. So then they go through their recommendations, and I'm not going to read it all, but you guys can pause to read it yourself. But this is their
requirements.
Exactly.
We'll only release the hostages if you do this.
Well, no, this is like, after the report, this is our recommendation.
Yeah, exactly.
The government should fund. Okay, that's the first thing you need to worry about. Why should the government be in charge of anything like that? The government should fund an independent people's commission. Well, who's going to be the people that they choose? Do you remember that girl, that supercalifragilistic girl?
Information laundering is really quite ferocious. It's when a huckster takes some lies and makes them sound precocious by saying them in Congress or a mainstream outlet. So disinformation's origins are slightly less atrocious.
Jankowicz.
Mary Poppins?
She sang that really crazy song.
It's how you hide a little lie, little lie. It's how you hide a little lie, little lie. It's how you hide a little lie, little lie. When Rudy Giuliani shared bad intel from Ukraine, or when TikTok influencers say COVID can cause pain, they're laundering disinfo and we really should take note and not support their lies with our wallet, voice, or vote. Oh!
For Homeland. No. Homeland Security. She was like, going to be like in charge of online safety.
Decision to choose Nina Jankowicz to lead this disinformation board. They say she is not somebody who is neutral. Your response?
Eminently qualified, a renowned expert in the field of disinformation. Absolutely so.
And then everybody in Congress, including the Democrats, were like, I don't think so. This is censorship.
There's been some TikToks that she has put out. And it seems like rather than, calling balls and strikes on this, story is false and this story, and here's the truth on it. One line stood out to me. They're laundering disinfo. We should really take note and not support their lies with our wallet, voice, or vote.
They're laundering disinfo and we really should take note and not support their lies with our wallet, voice, or vote. Oh!
Got someone from the Department of Homeland Security telling people how they should vote. How do you explain that to critics who say that doesn't sound right to me?
This is an individual who will be overseeing the work of that board. I think what's important to note here is what the board is doing, which is continuing what is important disinformation-related work.
You guys remember her.
Nina Jankowicz, the head of the Disinformation Governance Board at the Department of Homeland Security, has resigned.
The government should fund an independent People's Commission on Public Interest News to involve the public in deliberative way to devise a definition of public interest.
Blah. We want you to do this, and we're gonna have AI do it for you, so you don't have to think. Blah blah blah.
Recommendation 2.
No.
Implement the Karen Cross review by providing public funding for public interest news. And I'll put the link to this so you guys can read all about it.
I was going to say, can't you explain this since you read it for us? Because I'm not going to read all this.
Like I said, I'm giving you guys the cliff notes, okay?
Wow.
Recommendation 3. The development of digital competition legislation, including how news bargaining codes will work, should set out how the value of public interest news can be recognized by social media platforms and such content appropriately promoted. So, we're going to tell you how something should appropriately be promoted. We're going to tell you how to do it. Recommendation 4. Media organizations should develop a standard code for companies producing generative AI tools for use of their content. So the government is going to tell media companies, this is messing with the free press. This is literally messing with the free press, saying, we're going to develop a standard for you guys to follow. And that's the standard. So anything negative against Meghan Markle is not going to be cool with us. Recommendation 5, the government should include a news bargaining framework for AI platforms in the forthcoming Digital Markets Bill to ensure that where news is being used in LLMs, news organizations are fairly compensated. Recommendation 6, the government should fund a major digital literacy program across educational institutions. They want your kids. They want to mess with your kids. The government wants to come in and create literacy programs. Okay? This is what Meghan and Harry are funding, you guys. Instead of helping poverty-stricken children across the world, they are funding this crap.
Brainwash.
Recommendation 7. The UK should follow the EU's example and legislate to secure data access from major online platforms for public interest research. Recommendation 8. Ofcom's Advisory Committee on Disinformation and Misinformation should take a wide view of information harms. So they're going to have another committee. It's all about committees. We got to have committees. Now, do you remember when I said, hey, they used 3 examples on how misinformation gets spread, okay? Now, mind you, this study was done in 2023. Do you want to see one of the examples that they used as far as like spreading misinformation and disinformation? Hunter Biden. A case study on institutional corruption, injustice, and conspiracy. Now, look, do I think it was right that people published photos of Hunter Biden in the buff and stuff like that? No, you should never do that. That is not appropriate, okay? But to suppress the information and go as far as them saying the laptop was a Russian hoax was insane. And then going back and going, well, it wasn't a Russian hoax.
Harry better be careful. Because I see this as a setup. I see it on a lot of ends as a setup. Harry has dabbled in drug use, allegedly. Yeah. And he's also dabbled in,
Yeah. So do you want to see some of the people that were in charge of doing this study? Because I just mentioned Hunter Biden was one of the case studies. Let's meet Elizabeth Seeger. She is the director for the Center of Analysis of Social Media at Demos. Her work is internationally recognized, helping set the stage for international debates on AI policy, including with OECD Working Group on AI and around the UK's AI Safety Summit and the Biden administration's executive order on safe and trustworthy AI. So a girl who was linked to the Biden administration is bringing up in a study that Meghan and Harry are funding the Hunter Biden laptop and calling it a conspiracy and showing it as an example of misinformation. Now, again, I will put the link of that 80-page report if you want to peruse it before their interview tomorrow. But this is the kind of crap that they're pushing.
What's happening is it's written down on 80 pages.
Yes.
It's a bunch of word salad that people like me are not going to understand. We're going to skim it looking for my name. It's going to be one of those things. Tomorrow on their CBS show interview, and CBS is the only program that would push this crap, they're going to sugarcoat it, and they're going to use children and their own children to make it like it's this big deal. They're going to push their agenda by exploiting children, by telling others that they shouldn't exploit children online.
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys don't see that, then stay a Sussex Squad member, because you guys are all in good company. Trust me.
Trust us. This is not a form of bullying. We're just calling out the obvious. So apologize, Meghan, and we'll go away. Today's animal rescue is Four Paws Kiddo Rescue. They are dedicated to rescuing a number of dogs that are about to be euthanized in high kill shelters every day. They put them in foster homes. They find their forever homes. What I love about this rescue is they do not really discriminate on how old the dog is or how sick the dog is. They will just pull it out. Every life is worth it. So please, please, please go check out the link below. I will put it in the description box. Share them with friends and family. They are doing amazing work.
And I just want to thank everybody personally, all the well wishes that I've gotten. Nancy posted last night that my dog Luna has indeed been diagnosed. She has breast cancer. She's had 3 litters her whole life. She was a breeder dog for years. She was put in a cage and just had babies. And now we found lumps on her and we took her in. And I just want to thank everybody over at Pal Vet. Dr. Harvey, she's amazing, man. She's one great doctor. But I just want to thank everybody. We're gonna go in and get her surgery done. She's gonna have the tumor removed, and it's gonna be a long recovery. But I am in it to win it.
Yes.
I don't quit. I don't quit on senior dogs.
No.
But if I seem a little bit tired, I apologize. It's just getting that information. It's a shock at first, but then you process it. And you realize you could still get some good years out of her. She's still wagging her tail. She's still eating.
She's eating like a garbage
She's
disposal.
happy. She's still snoring at night. So everybody, I want to thank you, Luna, and I will keep everybody posted on that. So.
And we will see you bright and early tomorrow morning on Popcorn Palace's channel. And I will put the link up so you guys can see it. Okay, guys.
Love you. Bye.